We are Mike and Leanna of the Dry Campers, and we travel the country installing solar and lithium on RVs. And if you are new to our channel, we appreciate you coming over. So on today's video, this is part 2 of the leisure travel Serenity. And if you have not watched part 1, go ahead and click this link up here and you can go and see that first, as it'll make a little bit more sense. And on this install,
there is 600 watts of solar on the roof, mostly on tilt panels to, if he has to have any work done on his AC, then they can get to it. But the special part about this one is it also has ability for 600 deployable, which we set up a Anderson plug down in the basement, and then he is able to add, double his solar. It also has 600 amps of lithium. It has a 3000 watt MultiPlus inverter. They're also easy start. What else is in there? Oh, a 712.
he did a color GX monitor as well.
Oh, yep, he did do a color GX. Yep.
Yeah.
So.
And then, did you say the MPPT?
I did not say the MPPT. A 150/100. So let's see how this one turns out in part 2. Good morning. It's the last day of the install. We're wrapping up this leisure travel Serenity, and we're just getting the last few things buttoned up and get some panels on the roof. It's been raining for a few days. Oddly enough, yesterday it was 72 degrees. Today it is 30 something. Yeah, like a 40-degree drop. Shows that it's 32 right now, so lovely. Gotta love that. So I'll be using the heat gun to warm the roof up before I put the sealant on, and securing the panels. Back this way, turn on the light. We've got the color control in place. Got a solar junction. He's going to have up to 600, as much as 600 watts of portable. So I got to do a junction going into the MPPT. He has a what is it, 150/100 with 600 on the roof, so he is capable of up as much as 600 more deployable. So we're going to get this one done. So let's get at it. Okay, final day here in Cincinnati. Just wrapping things up. Got a couple of panels to mount. Got too cold and fingers were getting stiff, so had to stop for the evening. Last day. Did a little bit of troubleshooting last night. All the power wouldn't shut off whenever you turned off all the switches, and as it turns out, when you feed the RV with 12 volts from here into, there's a a fuse block down by the battery bay, outside underneath. It actually feeds a lot of power elsewhere in the coach, and when you turn the switch off, that only does the lights and the stuff in here. When you want to turn the coach off, you really can't turn it all the way off because the switch doesn't actually control everything. So we're going to fix that and keep going with the last few things, and then do a final walkthrough. Okay, so our goal was, we have a CGX, Color GX here in the closet. Oops, that was this way. And even though the coach power was off, it was still getting power. So we had to interrupt, or add the ability to interrupt our feed for the coach power. We had to interrupt it right here, which now you can see it. So whenever I reset it, boom, all your lights come on. This is now on. If I turn this off, see, this is the problem we were having. Even though that's off, which is supposed to be going to the coach, this was still on. So we needed a way to truly be able to shut off all of the power coming in, which is that new resettable breaker that I just put in. Hello, we are done in this cabinet finally. Got all the stuff put away. The CGX is on the back wall because that's where the original solar controller was, and he didn't want to leave a large hole or have a plate, so he just said stick the CGX there. On the roof we have a bird's eye camera system that will have 4 cameras all the way around the top of the coach. The fourth one, or sorry, 3 cameras around the top of the coach, and the 4th one being in the front grille. So that one got all of these connected. All the excess auxiliary connections, not sure what he wanted to do with those yet, so I just left them hanging. We've got a patch for internet for the CGX. We have the roof and portable shutoffs for the solar. Up here we have the 712 in the Magnum spot. So that's how this closet turned out. Feels good to close it, and done. So we're swapping out the existing solenoid and isolator relay delay, and basically what this does is it ties the alternator and chassis battery over onto the lithium setup. And the concern would be, especially for this, even though it's a small coach, he's got 600 amps of lithium, which can suck a lot of power. You have to be able to manage that and not burn up the alternator if the alternator is sending power this direction. So to do that, you need a lithium battery isolation manager, LIBIM. And I'm just hooking it up right now. I've got the chassis wire connected. On this one, this one right here is the coach battery, and it has some extra, it's a point that they use to get power for other things. So we got to make sure that whenever I hook this up, I transfer these 2 wires here over along with the coach battery onto the right hand terminal on this one. And then the ignition, ground, and signal wires, well, on this setup they only have the ignition wire, which is coming into this isolator relay delay. So I'm going to take this wire and put a ring terminal on it, and then put it on ignition. And then this wire, which actually I tested it, the ground, which is this right here, is actually a good ground. It goes directly to the block, which is only maybe 1.5 feet away. So I won't have to be adding a better ground. But other than that, that's pretty much it. these are, you know, pretty straightforward, and then they will manage allowing certain timing of power to flow from the alternator over to the house batteries. So let's get this finished. Okay, so as you can see, we have the ignition line, ground, chassis battery, which is the battery that runs the motor. Then we have battery for the coach, which are 600 lithium, and signal is if you have a button on your dash that you can jump start your vehicle if your chassis battery is dead. This is kind of an override that will link these two as long as you're holding the button down. So now that that's done, I got to remove this out of the way, the old coil, and then mount it on the wall, and then this part of it's done. I went ahead and connected this red wire over to the 712 so that it can monitor the voltage on the chassis battery. We're all done with everything in the bay, so I'll just go over everything. So we have 5 batteries in here. There are 2 up in there in the back wall. A little difficult to see, but they're actually behind that piece of wood right there. And we got 2, and then 3, 4, 5. We've got a lithium battery isolation manager. That's it for there. And over here we've got the shunt battery number 6, MultiPlus, Bluetooth dongle, and then out front here there's a door that flops down. This is his on-off for his bird's eye camera system. Then we have the shut-off for the MultiPlus to the batteries, shut-off for power going to the coach, catastrophic shunt, and 300 amp, a little tough to see, 300 amp resetting breaker. Okay, just putting together the final touch, which is the door hinge, which will go down on the bottom right there, but we got to get it on the door first, so let's get that done. Okay, so this is final on the door and all that.
Thank you for joining us again on another video. We really appreciate you guys tuning in, and if you have not already, subscribe.
Smash that like button and click the dingy bell ringy thingy so that we know, you know when we post videos.
That's right. If you're interested in Mike's services, just know that we're currently booked out through the end of July. And if we have any cancellations, we can, fit somebody else in. As of right now, though, everybody's on board. It obviously depends on the virus and what happens with that. Doing social distancing as much as we can as far as the installs go. We just stay in our RV already, so that's not an issue for us.
Check.
Yep. And so anyway, if you're interested in his services, please go to our website, thedrycampers.com, and fill out a contact us form, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Unfortunately, because of how busy we are, we're unable to do consultations regarding DIY systems. And we do apologize. Like we said, we're booked out to the end of July, so we don't have any capacity for consultations or anything like that. Also, I was barely able to get him to sit down for this video, so much less anything else. Yep, he's actually running late to the install, so he's got to go. But we really appreciate you guys tuning in. We appreciate all of the new subscribers that we have gotten via Bob with Blue Wave Odyssey. So we appreciate the shout outs there.
Absolutely.
And you know, we hope you guys are enjoying the videos, and we do have more content coming. It's just been, we've been inundated since this virus started because everybody wants to go off grid, I guess. And
or
so
be prepared.
Yeah, be prepared to go off grid for sure. So you know, like we said, we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Yeah.
If we don't get back to you like within the same day or the next day, it's possible that, you know, we may be traveling. So just hang in there. We go backwards and we do catch up. So just wanted to say we didn't forget about you, and we try to take care of everybody.
And you know, we hope to see you on the road once all this kind of calms down.
Stay safe.
Yes.
Stay alone and just weather it.
Wash those hands.
Yep. Just keep your distance. 6 feet. If you can smell somebody's breath, they're too close. So it's time for us to have some breakfast. You guys enjoy your dinner, and we'll catch you on the road. Good evening, YouTube. It's alright. It gotta be evening.
I just don't like the, hey, YouTube. I don't know. I'm just,
Hello.
Hey, y'all. Or, hey, everybody.
Hey, solar fans.
Hey, you guys.
You have to do that every video. Hey, you guys. Baby. Woof. Chunk.
That's pretty funny.
One of my favorite movies of all time. Now I'm going to have to watch it today.
Okay. Good luck with that. You don't have time for anything.
We're snuggling.
Yeah. We're awfully cozy.
Everywhere you go in here, you have to snuggle because it's so small.
Yeah.
It's okay, though. We like it.
Somebody's calling my phone.
Kirby. Hey, Kirby.
But I already talked to her this morning.
I know. I got to make it stop.
I'm just saying, I don't know if that's her.
It's Kirby.
Oh, okay.
The video call?
It's FaceTime.
Hit it. Hit it.
Hey, buddy.
You remember me?
Of course I remember you. You're my buddy.
Close.
Oh my gosh, that's what Dorit said to Lisa Rinna. If I can smell your breath, you're too close. That's what she said.
But you got to do it in her fake accent.
Oh, I can't do the fake accent. I can't even hear my own accent.
Boston. Oh, trust me, it's there.
I know it's there because I hear it on video. I just can't hear it in my head.
I bet that's a fun place.
Oh, sometimes it is.
Oh, yeah.
Word, obviously, it just depends on how the you know,
COVID.
what goes with, you know, what goes on, how, I can't talk.
I was talking when it was off. Got nothing else to say.